Well, very good afternoon, dear students. Good afternoon to each and everyone. So, students, be online, quickly so that I can discuss, that OBS today it's not working. So, let me take here the live class and now how many students from your class have already read the text, the Trojan War, I assigned the Trojan War. How many of you have already read this one? The Trojan War, how many students of you have read it? Yes, Subham? How many students have read this? The Trojan War? Now you see, I just recommended you a film, that you have to watch the Troy. There is one Hollywood movie, the Troy, that you have to read it. It's all about the Trojan War, Now it's a very beautiful story, written by Homer. Have you heard the name of Homer? Hmm? He has written the great epic poem like Iliad and Odyssey. Clear? Iliad and Odyssey, already I would have shared you the PPT, already I have made the PPT, but unfortunately that PDF, that OBS Studio, it is not working today. Okay, so tomorrow I can show you the PDF in detail, how the war it was fought. Okay, in between whom the war was fought, who were the main culprit, and because of whose fault, the long war, it ran, the war actually, it went on, I think, around 100 years ago. Clear? So, long battle. So, the Trojan War. Now, two important part you have to notice. One is the Greek, clear? And second one, the Troy, clear? Or the city of Troy. The whole story, it's all about, or the battle, it's all about in between the Greek people and the city of Troy. It means the city of Troy now it is in Italy right now, okay? So it's a long battle, the Trojan War, and maximum, wars, if you just look at the history, if you read the history book, okay? If you read the history book, then take the great epic, Indian epic, like your Ramayana, Mahabharata, see. Ramayana, see, when you study Ramayana, then whom do you think is the responsible one for the whole story, It's only because of Sita. And Sita is a female character. Remember this. Similarly, in Mahabharata, I think Draupadi, because of her, the whole issue, it was brought to the notice. Is it clear? Similarly, the Trojan War, now you just watch the Hollywood movie, okay? In detail, tomorrow I will be discussing also with you the PPT one. We'll see some pics also. Okay, how the Greek people they are fighting, they are entering into the city of Troy, and how the whole city Troy is destroyed at the end. So don't forget that the classic poet, Homer, who has written this, H-A-B-R, Homer. Okay, the classic poet, he has written this. So you don't forget it. So one poem did epic poem like Iliad. There is one poem named epic poem Iliad, where he has mentioned the pre-era, pre-war. And in Odyssey, there is another great epic poem named Odyssey, where Homer has described the after part of the particular war, the Trojan War. Clear? So you'll be reading it in detail. Now I'll be introducing you one main character, and because of whose the whole war it was fought, and the name of that lady, Helen. Okay, she is the central figure. You can see here, Helen. Helen is the central character. She is the most beautiful woman in the world. Helen is the most beautiful woman in the world. She was living in Sparta, in Greece. Okay, she was a married woman. Okay, she had already married to the king Menelaus. There is one king name. There is a king. Name is Menelaus. If you read the story book, reader book, then you will find a king named Menelaus who is living in Sparta in Greece. Okay, so she is abducted by the prince of Troy. There is one prince named Paris. Clear? So Paris, one boy is there, the prince one living in the city of Troy. That child, okay, you can't say that he is matured enough to deal with such kind of marriage and all affairs. Okay, but anyhow, Helen is abducted by Paris, the prince of Troy, and because of that reason, the whole war it was fought. I will be showing you also who are the leading characters, from Greek side who are going to supposed to fight against the Troy, and who are the battalions. Okay, who are the leading characters also that from Troy side also that can be projected also before you. Okay, in detail we'll learn. And behind all these, actually behind the happenings, behind this story, there is a great reason also that you can call it also a mythology, because fiction and reality both are added. You can't say this is completely real story. Okay, some fictions, rather you can say also it is a fictitious story, something which can be imagined. Clear? So we'll be reading what happened to Helen, from which place does she belong, where does she belong actually, and what was her fault. That everything in detail you will be reading this one. So is my voice audible to all of you, or it's buffering? Somebody has already clear? So I am telling you the story here according to the mythology, Greek mythology actually. Okay, not Indian mythology. Okay, according to the Greek mythology, if we read about the Greek mythology, Greek mythology. Clear? If we read Greek mythology, then it is believed that Helen is one of the most beautiful women in the world. Okay, and Paris, the person whom we are discussing, about whom we are discussing, the prince of Troy, actually see he is tempted by three goddesses actually. Okay, So that I'll be just showing you. Actually, it is not possible to write everything here. I can show you the PPT tomorrow. Okay. So PPT I have made for you all the character list and the background of war, the introduction part, how the war is fought, everything in detail. We'll be dealing it. But today only just a brief summary I'm just giving you. In detail tomorrow I'll be teaching. So you see, according to the Greek mythology, Paris is simply tempted by the goddesses. Okay, there is one goddesses who is the apple of. There is one goddess, who is the apple of discord, the boon of contention, evils of root of all evil. You can say. Okay, so she tempted Paris to adopt Helen. And a prophecy was made in the name of Paris, before that, when the child was born, Paris, when the child was born, the prophecy was made in this way that, this boy one day will bring ruin to the city of Troy. Clear? The prophecy was made that one day this child, when he grows up, then one day definitely he will bring ruin to the city of Troy. So, listening to this, the parents, left him alone. They took him away from the palace, and the boy was placed among the shepherd. Shepherd, the people who are taking care of sheep and buffaloes. Okay, so he was placed among them, and he was brought up over there. And slowly, what happens? See, for the mythology, one day the goddess, Iris god, there is one goddess name. So she tempted her, tempted him, and finally he went to Sparta, Paris, and abducted Helen from there. And Helen's husband, after he is an old man, so he can't fight. Okay. So Achilles is there, one of the leading character from Greek side. Achilles, the main protagonist also you can say. Okay, he is the central character also. Achilles, one of the most brave, soldier you can say also from Greek side, who fought and who made a trick on how to enter the city of Troy. Okay, there is a huge gate, no trespassers can, enter into the city of Troy. The long wall, huge building, and the specific gate, when you see it in the film, then you will be surprised too. So the Greek people, they tricked, made a wooden horse, they were placed inside that wooden horse, and by mistake, these people, the Trojan people or the city of Troy people, they thought that, we have already defeated the Greek people, and this is a sort of gift, they thought that the wooden horse, which is there, they thought that it is sort of gift, so they took the wooden horse inside their city by opening the gate. Otherwise, it is very difficult to open the gate of the Troy city, the city of Troy. Okay, a huge gate. So they took away, the wooden horse into their city, and they fell asleep because they thought that, we have almost killed everyone and Helen will be ours. No one can defeat us because they have already killed Achilles actually. So they thought that the city of Troy people, they thought that, Achilles is dead now. So no more the war can proceed on. Already almost, we have won the war. And at night, when all were in sleep, they all had gone asleep, they were in deep sleep after rejoicing and having, merrymaking, organizing party over there. Then the whole city was burnt. Okay, these many soldiers were inside the wooden horse, and they came out, one by one, and they burnt the whole city of Troy, and they took away Helen from there to Greece. So this is the story actually. You don't understand. So what I meant to speak, that whenever you are reading any chapter also or any incident, or you just take example in history also. Okay, so you also should admit that maximum worry, so many words which have given evidences that it is only because of women. Long words, you might have seen, these are fought like Ramayana also, Mahabharata also. Then you see Trojan War also. So many instances are there where you can find. So, Bob Lale, can you tell me that any war you remember that in which especially a woman or women are responsible for that, and because of women or women, the war is fought. Is there any war which you have read it in history book? Yes. Tomorrow I'll be teaching you that we'll go to the Greek mythology. What happened. What made Paris tent. What happened among the goddesses. Okay, because there was a marriage party going on, and all the goddesses were invited to the party except the god of. There is one goddess named Iris, I think exceptional case. Okay, so that goddess became so much furious. Okay, all were anxious to get the golden apple. Something is there in the whole story. I'll narrate tomorrow. Okay, in detail. Or I can show you the textbook also line by line. We can also read it because one and only lesson which is left, and maximum portions, 30% syllabus we have deducted. Okay, so you'll be intimated for that. And I hope that all of you have got the result also. Excellent mark. I think you all have scored in English, especially. More than 20. Many students are there. I hope many students have got more than 20. And Sandhya Mulichandani, little bit hard work you have to do because say you have written well, but grammar portion you did a lot of mistakes actually. There are some mistakes from grammar portion, so you next time be careful because see literature portions you are getting marks actually. We are not deducting your marks. Anyway, you will be able to write the story, but see when it comes to the grammar portion, so that time you need to be very much careful. Clear? Yes. So tomorrow you do one thing, all of you please come prepared, by just reading either the storybook or today you watch the film, the Hollywood part, Hollywood movie, the Troy, the Troy. Okay, you just read the story, go with that film, go through the film, you'll be able to understand what is all about this. The whole thing, whatever you find in the story or in the film, everything it is there in the course. The Trojan War. Okay. That wooden horse, as I mentioned also, that is known as the Trojan horse. You can call it also the Trojan horse. Clear? So, who is chatting, Srishti Aswale. Srishti, she is a good girl, not chatting, okay? Don't chat among yourselves, okay? You might be feeling very happy, while chatting, but these are not all good, Okay, so you avoid chatting, okay? So after exam gets over, the final examination, then you chat for some time. Okay, time will be allotted for that. But be sincere and study, well, so that you will be able to get good marks because these are all story, and stories can be read by your own also. Okay, this is not a poem, so that in detail you will be explained or line by line we can go through. So stories, see, supplementary reader we have prescribed for you to read yourself. Simply the teacher should assign you the lesson, Okay, these many lessons are coming. Just for experimental basis. On experimental basis, you should be given questions. But we are teaching you. Okay. So tomorrow in detail I will be showing you. Okay. Uh, the background of the story, then mythological part, then main story plot, then what happened at the end, how Ellen was, okay, how Paris took away Helen from Greece, everything in detail will be reading tomorrow. Okay, so thank you very much, dear students. And today this much, just brief note I just gave you. So read it today and tomorrow come prepared so that in detail we can discuss. So thank you very much. Okay, take care and goodbye.